A garden game on Roblox hit 21 million concurrent players, which is the new world record for concurrent players in a game. Like, that's insane because they have been breaking records after records every single week, and this week they reached 21 million concurrent players. They literally went from highest concurrent player on Roblox to beating the top 5 games on Steam for the concurrent player counts, and then they beat the Fortnite concurrent player count, which was the world record holder for concurrent players. And then this week, they literally beat their own world record by millions and reaching 21 million concurrent players. Like, that is insane. How did they even do that? Like, they broke their own world record after breaking the previous world record, which is insane. And it wasn't just by a little bit, it was by millions. So how did that even happen? Why are there like 21 million players on Grow a Garden at the same time? Well, first of all, it was during the update time. So that's basically peak times for basically every single game on Roblox, and people just like to be in the game before it updates for the hype, and so that they can see the update as soon as it drops. But surely not all 21 million players are just in the game for that. Well, yeah, there's actually a reason to be there before the update, because the admins of the game will start running admin events that does not naturally occur in the game, and that's pretty much the only time when that happens, which is like 1 hour before the update, and players just log on so that they can get the admin weather events for the admin mutations to hit their crops, because the mutation multipliers are pretty high for the admin events. But once again, 21 million players. Probably not all of them are just in the game because they won those admin events. But those people who are in there for the admin events will use alt accounts. They'll have multiple alt accounts in Grow a Garden at the same time, just so that they can have the admin mutations on as many crops as possible, so they can have a full server of alt accounts with gardens and crops, and then they will have more chances of getting the admin mutations on a crop that they might want, which allows them to get even more money from it, because there's a gifting feature where you can give other players either crops or pets. In some updates, like before the update, the admins will actually give out pets, like exclusive pets that you cannot get in another way from playing the game. You just basically have to be there before the update, and people with multiple accounts can get multiple of those pets, which, you know, will give them a huge advantage, because you can transfer all those pets to your main account and you'll have multiple of them, while people who don't have all accounts will only have one. So yeah, I literally know someone who runs 50 different accounts on Grow a Garden at the same time, just so that they can grind the events as much as possible, which is insane. 50 accounts, and out of these millions of players, there are definitely people out there who are running 50 accounts as well, or maybe 20 accounts, or maybe even more accounts, just to grind all these pets, all these plants from the events. Which is insane, because if you think about it, if there are like 1 million players who have one alt account running, then that's already 2 million players. So you get what I mean. It makes a huge difference in the player count, but obviously not everyone has an alt account running before the update time, but there are still many people who have alt accounts running, or even multiple alt accounts, which definitely makes a difference as well. And another thing that might show why Grow a Garden has like 21 million players, I'm guessing that it's a tradition now to log on Grow a Garden to just increase the player count every single update. Let me tell you why. Grow a Garden averages about 2 million players to 4 million players when it's not during the update time, which is a lot less than their peak record of 21 million players. So this shows that a majority of these players do not even actually play the game, and they just kinda log on probably to break Roblox or break another record every single update, because for some reason players just really like breaking Roblox. I don't know why, but you know, it's probably a tradition now to do that. And then there's something that everyone has been talking about as to why Grow a Garden has 21 million players. and that's of course the bots. You have bots in pretty much every single game on Roblox, especially the ones that have trading. And that's because these bots actually profit from these games by grinding items that they can then sell online for real life money, because there are actually people out there who are looking to get really good at a game and they don't really want to play the game, so they just straight up buy it from an online website or something and then they get the items. And bots use this as an opportunity to grind for these in-game items and then selling it online. And obviously it's not very efficient if they only use like 1 or 10 bots to help AFK grind these items. So they bring on hundreds and hundreds of thousands to AFK grind on a game to get as much stock and items as possible so that they can just keep on selling it, because this is a really big game. So there are a lot of people out there who wants to buy these items that they didn't manage to get or something from an event. So they just break the cross trading rule and just buy it from these bots, and these bots will make a lot of money from that. So yeah, bots are definitely in Grow a Garden. Like there didn't used to be that many bots last time in Grow a Garden, but if we look at the server tab now, it's a lot easier to find bots now. So yeah, just like right there, you can already see a few bots. It used to be very hard to find bots in servers, but I feel like they're more common now since this game is just growing bigger and bigger. I mean, it's literally the biggest game of all time right now. And yeah, there are definitely going to be more and more bots as this game grows even more. So yeah, this definitely contributes to how Grow a Garden got 21 million players, but right now Grow a Garden averages 2 million to 4 million, like I said. But of course, the bots don't just multiply in numbers during the update time. That means there are probably more real players than bots during the update time, because there are like 20 million players during update time, but then only 2 to 4 million when it's not the update time. So yeah, that means a majority of these players are not bots. So what else is there that is making this game so popular? So I think another reason is that people like to play games because of its high player count, and especially it has been so popular. You just see videos of it like everywhere, and these videos on YouTube, on TikTok, they actually get millions of views. So this shows that there are actually that many real players who are actually playing the game, because I don't think bots will be spam watching these videos. I don't think like all accounts would be spam watching these videos. So yeah, this is kind of like a bit of data that we can use to see how many players actually play the game that aren't alt accounts or bot accounts. And another thing that we can use to confirm that is their Discord server. So the official Grow a Garden Discord server has 3 million members. That's a ton of members, and sure, there are gonna be alt accounts in there, but very rarely you will have all accounts in the same Discord server. It doesn't make sense to me why you would have that, but might be all accounts in there, like maybe quite a few. But I don't see a point for bots to be in the Discord server unless they want to try to scam people or something, but definitely not as many bots as there are in the actual game. But still, yeah, 3 million members in the Discord server, so there are definitely millions of real different people in there. And not just that, they have multiple different servers like Grow a Garden B, Grow a Garden C. Grow a Garden B has almost 500,000 members, and I'm not sure about Grow a Garden C or if they have even more servers than that. But yeah, this shows that they have a ton of members and a ton of players who are actively playing the game. And they even have like a stock server where you get pinged for when a certain plant or an egg that appears in the shop. And there are also a few 100,000 people who are in those kinds of servers. So yeah, I think that kind of tells us that there are millions of players who actually play the game and not just millions of bots. And having a higher concurrent player count, Roblox will just show this game to even more people on Roblox. Like you can literally open up Roblox and you will just see Grow a Garden at the front page because it's so popular. So yeah, player count definitely plays a huge part in this as well. Of course, not exactly 20 million people are playing this game because like the factors I mentioned earlier, like bots, alt accounts, and people who just log on for fun or to break Roblox. But there are still millions of people who are actually playing this game, but just not as many as what the player count says it is. There are definitely a lot of people out there who find this game fun and relaxing because Fish, it was a really popular game because it was fun and relaxing. People just log onto that game after they just come back from school. Maybe they want to find something relaxing to play, so they hop on Fish. So now this is the new Fish basically. It's chill, it's fun, it's simple. People hop on Grow a Garden after they feel stressed or something. And because it's fun and simple and relaxing to play, there are definitely kids out there who just got into Roblox and then they see Grow a Garden on their front page and they're like, oh, let me just play this. And then they understand what to do. You just go to the seed shop. Like, look, there aren't many shops in this game. It's pretty plain. You just walk up to the shop, you buy 2 carrot seeds, you start planting them. The carrots grow pretty fast. You profit from that. You buy more seeds. So yeah, it's pretty easy for kids to play this game. Like you can go 5 years later from now and you can ask people like, what's your OG Roblox game, and they'll just say it's Grow a Garden or something because there are so many kids playing this game, which is insane. But this might be true for the kids. So yeah, it's pretty insane. 21 million players in Grow a Garden at the same time. So yeah, these are all the factors as to why I think Grow a Garden hit 21 million players. So let me know what you guys think. Any factors that I might have missed out or I could have explained, let me know down in the comments. I hope that you've enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.